Fear is something many clients deal with every single day. They're constantly in fight or flight. And when they're coming in and they're experiencing this fear response or a phobia response, there's a few things that they can do. Now, ideally, when you're experiencing that fight or flight, realize it's your mind's way of acting like a tiger is chasing you in the jungle. Now, in modern society, we only have 4 ways of dealing with that. The first is fight, flee, freeze, and then the last one is fawn. So we are trying to escape that cycle. So what we can do, the first and foremost thing that we can do, of course, is try to change the mood by changing our body. And again, I've referred to this before as physiology trumps emotion. So what we do with our body will change the chemical process in our mind. So we see this when we see the fight, flee, freeze, or fawn. In an example of fighting, you're gonna burn off that adrenaline response by running away or fighting your way out of it. But the thing is you're actually burning it off. So in some cases, when a person experiences this, we'll recommend that they actually physically move their body. For some people, if they have the opportunity, they literally will run on the spot or they will go for a walk. Other people will choose to drink the water and wash it away like we've talked about before. But what if you aren't in a situation where you can actually burn off that adrenaline response? And this could happen like when we have to talk to a boss or we have to make a presentation, or maybe we're sitting on a plane or in a vehicle and we're experiencing this fear or this phobia. And one of the first things that clients seem to gravitate to is this technique that I call the milking motion. Now it seems so simple, but it does change the chemical process in the mind really quickly. So if you take a moment and you begin to think about that thing that causes you that fear, that phobia, and just get a little bit of it, just grab a hold a little bit of it, just so that you can experiment with this for a moment. And then you want to use one hand, open and close, and then the other hand, open and close. And you're not doing them at the same time. And this is where when people use like a stress ball or 2 stress balls, it's not good because they're doing both at the same time. But when you're doing one hand and then the other, it has bilateral brain stimulation. It actually changes the chemical process in the mind very, very quickly. So just experiment with it right now and notice that as you do this, and by the way, if you actually picture milking a cow, it works even better. But if you just focus on moving one hand and then the other, things can radically change in your mind. And it actually just calms your nervous system down without having to do anything at all. And imagine how easy that could be, just moving your hands. I mean, you can have your hands gently by your sides and you could be doing this. You could be sitting in a vehicle, you could be sitting on a plane. This technique alone, I have hundreds and hundreds of documented cases where the clients were so happy that just having this milking motion technique calmed their anxiety, calmed their mood response just very quickly. It takes less than 30 seconds. So go ahead, do the milking motion and notice that you can actually begin to calm your mind very instantly. Have fun.